Well, hello. It's Sunday, September the 3rd, and I'm on my own in the North York Mews again. I've left the car in the Book Inn car park again in Chopyet. Now, the previous times I've left the car there, I've sort of gone westerly towards sort of Wainstones, Kringlemoor, them sort of Barker's Crags, them places. But this time I'm going easterly, so I'm going sort of up there. Now, I'm not absolutely certain where I'm going to pitch a tent. I've got somewhere in mind, but I'll see when I get there. But I'm pretty sure I'll find somewhere. It's 3:45. It's pretty warm. I've been out on the bike this morning with Stephen, so I did a 45-mile bike ride. So this is just sort of easing my legs off a little bit. So I'll get you back on when I've got something interesting to say. This is definitely when I missed Stephen, going back for the camera. Whew. In this heat, I must be mad. I don't know if you've noticed, you probably have, but I've got my this old man's hearing aids in. Now, actually I've got nobody to listen to because I'm on my own. But it is nice because you can hear the birds a bit better. But it's also nice because on the app I have with my roots on, there's a man actually talks to us through my earphones, so nobody else can hear it. And he tells us which way to go. And he even tells us when I've took a wrong turn. So, I mean, I've got a paper map as well, but it is handy when you're an old man like I am, having hearing aids, because you can put them to some good use. So, I've walked up through Chopyet village, past Billsdale Priory, and that was on road, a very quiet road, and now I'm making some height up onto the tops. That's the Billsdale Valley. And I'm sort of pointing there towards the Wainstones and places. And that's, I've got sweat in my eyes, but that's a lovely cooling breeze. And that there is Med Crag. This is Round Hill, the highest point around here, and this is where I intend to camp if I can chase these sheep away and find somewhere slightly out of the wind. So I'm camped at Round Hill. It's just off the Cleveland Way and the Light Wake Walk path. That's the trig point in the distance there. He's the Durston X-Mid 2-person with the solid inner. This is about the 4th time I've used it, and as I said before, it takes up quite a big area, but I love the space. And here me set up in here. I've got me my Thermarest sleep mat. I've got me foam mat underneath, me OX 400 sleeping bag, which I've found up to now more than adequate, but I haven't been in really cold weather yet. When I say cold, I mean minus temperatures, and I'm certainly not going to be that tonight. It's a nice night. So I'm going to get the kettle on and have a coffee, a bit of chocolate, and maybe a lizard's flapjack. And now I think about having something to eat a bit later. I'll get you on later anyway. See what the sunset's like. Well, I'm all set up. It's what, 5 to 7. It's a nice night. I'm not very hungry though, so I'm not going to bother with my meal as yet. So I'm just going to have a little drink of beer, some pork scratchings, listen to a bit of radio, and just chill out a bit. I think I've got a decent lie here. It's a bit lumpy at the bottom, but that's where my feet are, so that doesn't matter so much. So I've had a busy day actually. As I say, I was out with Stephen on the bike this morning, did 45 mile, and then I've done this almost a 5-mile walk up to here. Quite a steady climb. I think I'm at about 400 metres, I think it is. I'm not sure. I'll have a look later. As I say, I'll have this kind of beer. Brewdog Punk IPA. I think it's going to be a warm night. The wind's sort of settling down a little bit. And I think it's going to be a warm night. But we'll see. There's loads of grouse around here. And what a racket they're making. I don't know whether although they wouldn't be nesting now, I wouldn't have thought. I wondered if I'd getting close to a nest or something, but I wouldn't have thought they'd be nesting at this time of year. They're just going to get shot at this time of year. I hope I'm not in the firing line, like. But there seems to be loads around making a hell of a racket. I hope they shut up when it gets dark. Right. We'll have a snack. I've shut the tent door while I have my dinner, because the wind's dropped. The midges are starting to. There's not loads of them, like, but there's the odd one. So I'm having this chili and rice Wayfarer. As I say, I'm not that hungry, like, but I'm going to eat it, or eat some of it anyway. Give it a go. And I've got a bit of a pudding going on there, out there as well. So let's have a look. It doesn't look very appetising, if I'm being honest, but we'll give it a go. Find my spoon. Oh, I can feel the midges. Definitely. Oh, that's why I've got my tights on and long sleeve shirt. I think I should have maybe put me midgie net on, but we'll see. Right, here we go. That's not bad, though. Not bad. Certainly better than that fire pot thing I had a few weeks ago. Anyway, I'm not going to make you suffer watching me eating this. That chili and rice Wayfarer wasn't bad at all, actually. It wasn't a dried meal, it was a boil in the bag meal, so it's a bit heavier to carry it, but I mean, not that heavy. And it was, I was pleasantly surprised, it was quite nice. So now I've got treacle sponge, but I haven't got custard today. Liz came up with a cunning plan and she put us some double cream in a lovely little pot, and I'm just going to put it on top and be very indulgent. And the water that I've used to boil both the chilli and the treacle sponge I'll use to wash these things out with. Not thoroughly, like, but I'll not use them anymore now because in the morning I haven't got anything that I need to cook. So let's give it a go, eh? Very nice, spot on. Well, it's 5 to 10. I've been actually in my sleeping bag now for about an hour. Just listened to the radio and listened to a couple of podcasts. But I think I'm going to try now to get a bit shut-eye. I've had a bit of trouble with a couple of moths got into the outer tent, and we're trying the best to get into this tent, into the inner. But I think I've fought them off. I think I've won the battle. There was a little couple of midges in here, but I think I've gotten rid of them as well. So it's time to try and get some sleep, because I'll be I think it's usually daybreak about 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'll have a cup of tea and break camp and maybe way back to the car in the morning. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Nearly 6 o'clock. I've slept, but it's been like half an hour here and an hour there, and never had a good long sleep, but I have slept. I woke up about 5 o'clock, and I tell you what, I was quite chilly. I was surprised at how cold it was, so I put an extra layer on. But I'm awake now, proper. So I'll have a look outside and see what it looks like. It hasn't been raining and it hasn't been very windy. Let's open up a bit. So there's the sunrise. You couldn't sleep in here very much, because them grouse make plenty of noise. They've been chirping on since about 5 o'clock. Right, I think I'll get the kettle on, have a cup of tea, start get myself sorted out a bit. Right, we're all packed up and ready to go. Heading back to Chopgate. I'm going back a different route because I always like to go back a different route if I can, but we'll see what happens. So there's the view. That's where my tent was. As always, leave no trace, and I've left no trace. There's loads of these things. It's where the people who slaughter the grouse can hide behind and sneak up on the unsuspecting grouse and kill them. I'm about halfway back to the car now. It's a beautiful morning. It's just starting to warm up a little bit, so I'm gonna finish this now. So thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll sign off with those lovely views.